Hi. Sorry, I'm doing a bunch of things at one time, and we know that I can't multitask worth doing. So, as you can tell, I'm not Joe. Joe's not going to be here tonight. I have Trey with us.
Hi.
Of course, you know the troublemakers. We're the troublemakers. Should we see what other troublemakers we can find lurking?
We might have a couple. Just
Oh,
a couple.
there's a troublemaker.
I didn't do it. He was dead when I got there. I swear. Just give me a little bit to make sure that the videos are properly time stamped with the fake. I mean, the proper time codes.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And we have another one who's not a troublemaker.
Only
And
sometimes.
Foxy's going to paint something tonight. We're going to bring this up. Should we just keep it like this tonight?
I'm thinking so. I'm not gonna put my crochet camera up because I am tired and I'm gonna lean back and be comfy.
Okay.
So,
Anybody, Foxy, are you okay? Okay, and Rich, are you okay with this kind of camera angle tonight?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. If you have anything exciting, you guys have ops, bring it up.
you know what to do.
Yeah. Oh, so what are you working on tonight, Rich?
I am attempting European 4-in-1 with a much smaller ring size than I normally work in with that kind of weave.
Okay.
So basically the weave that the ties are in, just with a tinier. This is 18 gauge, 1/8, so it's a 2.6 aspect ratio.
Okay.
Cool. And Foxy, what are you doing?
If I can get my paint things open, I'm going to paint this little guy.
Oh, Foxy's doing a self-portrait. Come here. Okay. There we go. Let's hear. What am I working on tonight? Making sure my brain is triggering on all cylinders.
How's that
And what are you
working out?
working on? What are you working on, Trey?
We're still doing mushroom bags, guys, because it's all the serotonin.
Oh, and the kids are playing behind you.
Yes, they're doing their thing. They got the zoomies tonight.
No. So we are broadcasting on a bunch of YouTube channels and a few Twitch channels. We are not doing Kick tonight. So I'm wondering if Joey was trying to be nice too and be like, with me trying to run everything, that would just be trying to pick Kick comments that I'd be like,
I think we ran out of destinations to be able to send to.
we're just that Pam Doppler.
We're awesome like that.
Right. Oh, well, let's go ahead and start some music up here. We're gonna play some music from Dan Hollifield. Let's go ahead and just because it's that one of those days, let's do Vortex Manipulator.
Manipulator. How it feels.
Vortex Manipulator. There we go. And let me adjust the sound here, the volume. We love you, Dan, but you know.
What?
There we
so
go.
we've been inspecting drainage structures for the toll road, the Indiana toll road.
Mm-hmm.
It's been fun. I feel like a billy goat. So that has
Been fighting the trolls?
I'm no trolls yet. I feel like a lumbering troll for some of them. But if anybody was wondering, if you decide you're going to go and walk around in the woods, do not use Old Spice soap. apparently ticks are attracted to that. We found this out because our coworker has had about 5 ticks a day on him, and the rest of us haven't. I found my first 2 ticks today.
Oh,
Yeah. But he's had about 5 a day, and we were like, dude, what? We were teasing him. We're like, what blood type are you? Like, what is going on? Because we've been spraying, bug spraying, all of that.
mm-hmm.
And, nothing unusual. We're all wearing the same clothing. We all have the same safety gear on.
Mm-hmm.
And we would jokingly said, hey, maybe you need to, change your soap or something. He looked it up and he's like, no, they're actually attracted to Old Spice.
Well,
And he's like, I guess I'm going to borrow my wife's body wash. Don't blame you, man.
right? Because
So,
ticks can bring on some really nasty stuff.
yeah, but
Yes, they
we are not about the Lyme disease up here.
Yeah, Misty's got Lyme, so hers is
no.
currently in remission.
Okay, that's
but
good.
but yeah, it's she's very paranoid about ticks. Wow,
Oh, yeah.
words are hard.
Yeah. So,
Especially when you're trying to manipulate them.
yep. So I did order some repellent specifically for ticks. It's like eucalyptus oil and neem oil or something like that. It's specifically to repel ticks. And then like an actual tick removal tool. So that's going to stay in the vehicle for work.
Mm-hmm.
And because, we're going to be doing this until about November, I think they said the end date was. But we're kicking butt so far, so hopefully before that.
Well, just because I'm about ready to mention another flavor of dick, bringing this one up on screen.
Nice.
Dick's Sporting Goods has the little tick tornado twister things
Okay.
that are really, really cheap.
Yeah.
And remember, twist them, don't pry them.
Yeah, I got the spoon versions. They were only a couple bucks on Amazon, but they're on a key ring. So I can just attach it to the backpack that I take to work. So we can just leave it in the car and have it there. That way, if anybody does have an issue, it's right there.
Yeah, that's what these are. Is they've got the little hole for the key ring and stuff like that. So for people to put on their backpacks when they go hiking in the woods and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, they're both supposed to be here tomorrow. So. But we're doing medium tomorrow because it's supposed to be so hot. We're like, let's just do the easy stuff tomorrow. No going up and down hills. No crazy things, and we'll just take it easy.
There you go.
Nice leisurely walk. Start earlier in the morning.
It's a Thursday. There's no never mind the furthermore.
Right.
When you start scheduling things around Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings.
Right.
Everyone doesn't do that?
I'm gonna say guilty. Well, it looks like we do have some people joining us in the chat tonight. So let's see who we've got in with us.
Hi, people.
Hello.
Looks like Dan Hollifield is here. Hello,
Dan.
Dan. He is saying bloody effing ninja UPS drivers. 2 of us watching out the windows plus the dog, and they still managed to deliver 3 packages without us seeing them. I'm happy they were UPS drivers.
They are sneaky. I think it's the brown uniforms.
What can Brown do for you? He ordered some security cameras because he's tired of getting snuck up on. Oh,
You know what?
man.
They're just that good at their jobs.
Right? And Carl's with us tonight. And he said, "Hey Dan, something ironic about the UPS guy sneaking up to deliver security cameras."
Right.
There's some irony in there. Hey, Thesis is here. Hi, Thesis.
Hi, Thesis.
Hello.
Those who don't know, Thesis is the male voice coming from Foxy's.
Yeah, that's not Foxy.
Background.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you feeling? You said the other day you were sick. How are you?
The
Oh,
cough is not fun, but my nose is mostly cleared up, so that's something.
maybe it'll knock out the other cough when it goes away.
That's kind of what I'm hoping, yeah.
That'd be nice. Let's see. Carl's greeting you as well. And Carl's saying he's a bit groggy. He fell asleep in the chair for about an hour. Ow, ow, ow. You're supposed to go under the desk, Carl.
Do you just have a pillow like under the desk?
You need to put one there.
Just for comfort.
Just put a cat bed underneath there, and if you need to use it, it's there if you need it.
Just
Like, I never fell asleep in the dog bed when I was a kid.
never.
It was a toy poodle. The bed was this big. I just put my head next to the dog, and then I fell asleep.
See, we had like German shepherds and stuff, so like dog bed, dog just it works.
Yeah, exactly. And Donna's joining us. Hello, Donna. And there's greetings to Donna. And sis said to Carl that you probably shouldn't do that, Carl. Donna said, "Get real security cameras, Dan. Our ring is set for just 5 feet, but every car that goes off by the street sets it off, and no one on the porch does."
Our ring is really good.
Ours is
It
too.
very seldom goes off for cars, but it's really good for the porch.
So was ours. Ted
Oh.
actually just mentioned, he's like, "How much do you people in this house go in and out that door a day?"
Right. Yeah.
And I realized the day that I got the pickle dropped off to me, which pickle? This pickle? From my friend Regina, we were standing on the porch talking for 45 minutes.
Oh, well, it's your porch.
I know, but poor Ted was at work and he was just going zzz, 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 zzz.
Oh.
Every time it went off because it vibrated. Although the best was a couple weeks ago when I was doing something and he saw me pull into the driveway, so it set the ring off. And when I walked up, he went, "Sweetie, I about had a freaking heart attack."
Joe and I. Sorry, go ahead.
And literally, he wasn't saying "sweetie" like trying to scare me. He was just wanted to tell me something, and he figured that was the best way.
Joe and I will say bonjour through the ring at each other. But I saw him go out, and then a minute later he came back, and I was like, I texted him, I was like, "Did you pull a me and forget something?" So, like, we keep tabs on each other when we leave for the day, and we're like, "Hey, while you're out, get this."
We've never done that. Never.
Nope.
And here is the link for Saturday's show for the Tea House. What's the topic this week, Thesis?
We are continuing from last week when I didn't really get to go to first dates because I spent most of the hour talking about business and friendship meetings, so I kind of had to continuation.
Well, I apologize. I had to duck out. A friend of ours, like, literally just appeared.
Don't even worry about it. It's all good.
I'll have to watch this part on the rerun because I will be at Nick's house practicing.
Ooh, that's like fun.
But that first part made the dramas make so much more sense.
Right? See?
Especially he gave sister the food. Why didn't he do that to me? And I was like, "Girl, just get your own food. You're a grown ass adult." Like now it's like, oh, he favors sister. That's why you're mad.
Uh-huh.
Oh. No wonder you're trying to trip her down the stairs. Grandpa's got money.
What kind of shows do you watch?
Oh man, they started popping out. I'm sure it's the Facebook listening, but they started popping up after we were talking about them, and now I'm hooked on the Chinese dramas.
You really need to watch The Untamed then.
I probably should. I need to.
You really should. I've literally watched the entire thing, all 50 episodes, all the way through 4 damn times. So good.
These are just like the short little serial ones where they like release them a chapter at a time, and there's only like 5 chapters or something like that. And they're all the same. It's like a Hallmark movie. Like there's like 4 different actors and like 3 plots. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But they get you. And then like the music combined with the like dramatic like multi-angle, everybody's stepping out of the car and it's doing like the doom 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 kind of thing.
Yeah, if you're watching those short ones, you're not watching the real thing then, trust me.
I know, but they're great. They're just they're like potato chip shows, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like you can just eat a couple of them when you're just trying to pass some time, and you're like, yes, just karma gets them every time.
No, the Untamed is a friggin' epic. They're like 40-minute episodes. There are 50 of them. It's crazy.
It's a good show, though.
It's an awesome show.
And Kelvin did something to Donna before supper.
Oh no.
I don't know what.
Was it good or bad?
It could be fell asleep, startled her. I don't know.
And was it good or was it
Maybe.
good?
Hi, hobo. That's a hobo. He's like, yeah, that's me. I looked right at the camera when I said that.
Hey, kitty.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
And Carl said, at least I had a towel to wrap up and put behind my neck so that doesn't hurt. Ha ha. Dan said, Ring and Roku cameras didn't have as many good reviews. I got some with solar panels that had 94% positive reviews, cheaper too. Okay. And Thesis is saying that both of his parents, well, my parents have a Ring on both doors and they've never complained.
Well, that's not entirely true, but they never complained about the Ring itself, just it constantly going off because the next door neighbor's kids are playing on a swing outside and they will swing out of frame into frame, out of frame.
We have an off-brand called Fight, F-E-I-T. It's the same brand that is the smart bulbs that we have in the house, and it's pretty decent. That reminds me, I'm probably going to have to pop that battery off and charge it soon. But we need to get 2 other cameras. One to put in the front window and one to put in my office window here. Because this morning, when I let the dog out before going to the doctor, there was not a purse on the ground in front of the cars.
Uh-oh.
And when I went to go to the doctor, there was a purse on the ground in front of the cars.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then as I was pulling out, I saw that there was some stuff scattered behind some of the cars. And then further on down the parking lot, I saw what looked like a wallet and some more stuff scattered.
Oh my.
So I think someone broke into a car. And and then I guess someone rang the doorbell and Misty couldn't get to the door in time, and then they weren't there, but she popped her head outside. She heard people talking, but didn't know if it was the people that were trying to knock on the door here or what, or so she just went back in the house.
Oh, wow.
Weird. Creepy.
Yeah. Donna said, kind of wish we had that. I mean, come on, you have to reach across in front of the Ring to get to the mailbox inches away and it doesn't get set off.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Must be it probably is a setting of some sort, but Carl said, saying that Donna, you know, our mailman has some secret postal food to avoid it. She said, then explain why it didn't go off when the UPS man dropped off her package. I only happened to see him and his truck. Dan goes, I just want to see up the driveway. The other will be pointed towards the woods to check for deer and coyotes.
Smart.
And Donna is saying hello, and Rich is saying hello, and Donna's saying hello to Trey, and Midnight Midnight says hi. Maharaja.
Hey, Midnight.
I'm having trouble with syllables tonight.
Where's this hard today? Like,
I know.
I was fine going up and down the hills, and then we were walking on a sidewalk, and I almost fell over twice.
The sidewalks will get you.
It was rough.
Let's see here. And Carl is saying hi, ladies, and Rich. I'm kind of laughing because we know there's another man in the background.
You can't see Thesis, though.
True. And Donna is saying, don't forget to like and share. She knows you're subscribed because Dawn doesn't know how to do her job. So thank you.
I'm just so excited to see people.
And greetings to Rich from Donna. And Dan said, love you all three.
Who's left out?
Wait. He says all four.
Okay. Still, who's left out?
And there's greeting from Carl and Donna to Foxy. And Sarah's joining us. Hello, Sarah.
There's Sarah.
And greetings to Sarah from Carl and Donna. And Dan said, if I would be permitted, I could join you all next week and play with leather belts and make a sword baldric. Yes.
Join us. One of us.
Join us.
Join us.
We will have the almighty Joseph add you into the link chat. So anytime you want to come in, you're more than welcome to. Even if it's like painting, kind of like that puzzle that I'm working on.
We're making music. Do the thing.
Yeah.
The thing and the stuff.
Yeah, the puzzle I'm currently working on for the puzzle stream is actually one of Dan's oil paintings. So not only is he watching me put a puzzle together of something he painted, he's listening to his music, and that really like is a good mind twist for him, and I think he's enjoying it.
The double whammy.
Uh-huh. And Thesis said, of course, Dan, see?
Right?
See, Thesis is finally getting it. It's a blanket invitation.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
What was that?
He said, no, I'm not.
All right. So, Foxy, I'm going to send you some paracord. And it will be tied as a lasso.
I'm glad you said that. All I could think of was 9 to 5. When Dolly ropes Franklin Hart. Hey, Carl said, no wonder that Trey cleaned up on her munchies today, up and down the road.
Yeah. So so we've been doing the toll road. We've been doing from South Bend to 39. So it's a good stretch of the toll road. So, I'm in the back seat, so I've just been catching munchies as we're driving along. I'm like, yes.
Let's see here. To get number 2, level 2, I need 1,300 points, and Trey needs 150, and I need a wishing well. I think we have got level 2 in the bag, kids.
I was going to say, do you have a wishing well in front of your house?
Yes, I forgot to get it a few days,
Oh, okay.
so I'll get it tomorrow.
Yes, you got it.
And Donna says, who isn't attracted to Old Spice? They got some good smellies.
I know, but unfortunately, like spice and floral scents attract ticks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm screwed.
Right. I was like, well, all right, there it goes. But I was like, I guess cedar also repels them, and I was like, well, there we go. One of my perfumes is all right.
There you go. You take
Cedar
one of. I'm guessing, and this is a guess. I'm guessing that there is some wax sent downstairs at Cedar.
Right. Well, one of my perfumes is just called Cedar Woods.
Oh,
Like
okay.
one is Cedar Woods, and then another one is called like Purity Rain or something like that. Because I don't really go for like floral scents. I go for like woodsy scents.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good.
And Thesis is saying hi to Sarah. And Dan goes, I can't promise kilt cam, but maybe I'll feel froggy. You never know.
If they are similar to fleas and mosquitoes, and not everybody's going to want it to smell like like this, but garlic might work as well.
So citronella and apple cider vinegar was also suggested by the Farmer's Almanac.
Huh.
And I was like, look, if I come to work smelling funny, don't judge me. I just don't want to get sick, guys.
Let's see here. And I just want to show this. This is funny. We were just talking about Munzie, and I happened to see this. Houston Dave's with us tonight. We will get back to more of that. in a minute.
Dave.
We talk about Munzies, and boom.
Up here.
And then I got to find out where I was at. Da, 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 da. Oh, Carl's going to have to be careful with the Old Spice. He doesn't want any ticks.
Right.
Especially when you do some of your munzing and when your munzie goes into through the geocaching that you do.
Right. Yeah.
And Carl said, sure, put a pillow or a cat bed so I can put my allergic face right in the cat hair. Well.
Yep.
Well.
Saying.
And Carl just checked the front door ring and it was offline again. Your eyes does that once in a while. But we've been having internet issues too. So hopefully we'll be getting new internet here soon. Oh, Dan says that Lindsay's ordering a kilt too.
Oh, nice. Oh, that'll look so good on her.
I know. I'm doing a little happy wiggle. And Donna said, okay, that explains our ninja UPS dude. Yes. They goes, doesn't explain the dog that goes on high alert for leaves falling, not reacting to someone delivering a package to 3 feet outside the porch screen door. Yeah, no, that's normal. That is perfectly normal, Dan.
Right.
Yeah. Don goes, have you explained her duties to her? Pointed out the delivery people. Oh, Donna said that Calvin put her to sleep in the office chair. Sheesh, you perverts, and that's why I love you.
We love you too, Donna.
Blow and a kiss.
Oh, I should probably be crossing off what I'm doing. Oopsie.
Well, you don't have to, but it might make for a little bit of a weird mushroom bag.
Right. I don't know. It's just a tube.
You can only count to 4?
I can only count to 4. I don't think I can even count that high anymore.
Oh no.
And so we're trying to train the drivers not to frighten the dog. She's big enough to be classified as a
Kaiju.
okay.
Kaiju. Yep.
So like Godzilla, like the big
Monster.
monsters.
Okay.
Mhm.
If she gets any taller, Dan's going to build her a dog cart to save gas when they go on beer runs.
Well, technically, isn't kaiju any monster, and then Daikaiju is the Godzilla type stuff?
Yes.
Possibly.
Technically, kaiju is just monster in Japanese. So yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wait. Because
Where you
apparently
know,
Yes. Where's the more you know? Come on now.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm
hang on. I got it. I found it. All right.
Okay.
More you know. It's the cats are just everywhere.
The more you know, because I don't.
And it's just looking more and more beat up as time goes on. Can I?
And if you missed it,
Bread butt. Because bread loves you all.
we all love bread.
Ah.
Carbs.
Kitty said, "Did somebody call for a kitty?"
Perfect timing.
Perfectly timed.
We got
Wow.
timing things going on here. I said something about Rich earlier, but we were just sitting here, and all of a sudden we hear Pop, and we're like, "Oh shoot!" And it wasn't Rich; it was Foxy, but it was Bugs. Like, because we were joking around about not going to broadcast to your channel. We're like, "Oh, we could take Rich down."
So
And as soon as I said that as a joke, Foxy popped in. And we are streaming to your channel, Rich. I did not take it down. I was just being a smart ass.
No, it's fine whether you stream to mine or not. It's just, I'm like, you mentioned me and what? Huh? What did I do?
we summoned you.
Yes, we did. We summoned you. And there is greetings to Katie from Dan and Donna and Carl. Oof. Sarah says, love you guys, just not doing well, so listening through the fog. Hazmat hugs. Hugs back, Sarah. If you need anything, you reach out. There's been a little bit of a rough patch for a few of our friends right now, so don't be afraid to reach out if you need anything.
Yes.
And there is Pops. Hey, yo, from over here. Hello over there, Pops. Pops is the mind behind Manus Entertainment Group, the Meg.TV, and I'm seeing usually he posts that down here, and I don't think he did. Come on, Pops, get on it. It's the Meg.TV if you're interested in Madness Entertainment Group. We do read all the comments that come through. We read them in order, so it depends on what channel you're coming in, but we do get to everybody's comment eventually, even if it's a speed read at the end of the show. Oh Lord.
Thank you, Fred.
I was gonna say, are his toes in or out? Oh, what the heck?
Oh yeah, there's definitely needle sharps. Those are definitely sharps.
No, you keep the toesies in, kiddo.
It's okay. He's just trying to cut it in.
Oh, look at him.
He is
Can't
baby.
call it like cats, right?
He is baby.
Should have did this way. Just down here. And Thesis is saying much love to Sarah to get better, and so is Dan. And there's Dave. That was just fine. We literally Munzie, and all of a sudden, boom! I happened to see that. Ixie, girl was, hey Dave, you just missed the Munzie talk. And greetings from Dan and Donna to Dave. And Carl saying, yeah, geocaching will give you ticks and chiggers.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Probably some mosquito bites. Yeah. And Carl goes, which is part of the reason I like Munzie so much.
Right.
Depending on where that greenie is stuck.
Yeah, those virtuals are great.
The squeegee of knowledge.
I guess Tosh hadn't seen that before. Joe sent it to Tosh. So she
saw
has
it last night, didn't she?
Yeah, that was the first time she had seen it.
I did a random puzzle stream last night, so
I crashed it. We hung out. It was fun.
Dave's plan reached level 3 today. Congratulations. We are going to be reaching 2 probably tomorrow. Maybe. Tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, Indigo.
At the end of the week.
Yeah. And Midnight says the painting is looking really good, Foxy. Let's go ahead and take a look
and
here.
Oh, that is huge.
Aww.
I couldn't get the little paint containers open for the acrylics, so I switched to my oils.
There you go.
That works.
One way or another, I'm painting.
But do you enjoy using the oils more than the acrylics anyways?
I usually do. You can blend them a little better.
Okay.
So there's a reason for everything.
Yeah, there's the little
They just won't pop.
Oh,
cups that came with it, and they will not open for nothing.
Yeah.
And, there's
And now you have
colors.
more color choices.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot more color choices.
that's awesome though. Doing your thing. Carl said, nice day. We'll hit level 2 tomorrow as long as everyone gets off their chair. Okay. Jeff. Oh, by the way, Thesis. Joey did find the cat on the Roomba emoji. What is it?
He found the GIF of it. He's gonna try and make it so that it can be on our Twitch or our Kick or something,
All right.
so that we
okay.
can actually have it, because it's
Oh,
just
boy.
like the cat on the Roomba going around and round.
You people
Are
still.
you okay, Rich? Rich,
Yes.
are you okay?
Yeah.
Is it the bifocals?
Yes.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure you were still with us because you had a weird look on your face. So
No, it's I had the eye injections today, so
Oh,
Oh no.
That explains everything.
So seeing is weird. So I actually have to use the bottom portion of my spectacles to see my monitor at the moment.
Okay.
Please.
Well, because, Carl made this comment about their chair. And it's been about a half hour. I suppose I should play an ad, huh?
Sounds good to me.
And
I'm working on it. Slow and steady wins the race, right?
Sounds about right.
Log, log, log.
How's that look? Adds a little bit of the depth.
Now I gotta find it.
Little depth.
See, he knows where all of these are on. There it is.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey,
Chair!
we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
And while we're at it, let's play a second one. And since we're doing, craziness right now. Oofda.
Oofda.
Man, did I scream chair loud enough to scare everybody?
No.
It made Fred stand up and turn around. And then he sat back down, so he got off his chair.
Well, there you go. You got somebody.
See?
There you go.
He wants to Munsey.
Well, why don't we go ahead and we're going to switch over to Vienna Cowboys. I don't remember this one, so we're going to find out.
Oh, but why are you trying to get Fred's tail?
Oh!
Why did you have to put that image in my head now?
What?
Literally, like,
Cat Girls. Munsey Cat Girls is now an image that is in my brain, and I do not appreciate it.
remember that for next Wednesday.
There you go. I
Munsey
appreciate
Cat
it.
Girls? What?
So when we say Fred is baby, this is why.
Hobo's like yeah, she's my mom, no. You can be the baby, but
He's my
I'm top
shadow.
cat.
My shadow protector. Yeah.
And we'll get back to the comments here. Donna said, "Congrats, Dave. We might make it to level 2.
We will.
Ruby's joining us. Hello, Ruby.
Hey,
How
Ruby.
are you? And there's greetings to Ruby. And Dan said he saw a cute Kimber and Hillary, which is their what was that word
Dog
again?
and cat? Dog
Well,
and kitty cat?
Yeah. And Hillary, which is a kitty cat. We're both laying on the living room floor, mirroring each other's stretches and yawns. Oh, we don't deserve aminals. It's the aw and aw. And same chair. And Dan said, mixing impossible colors is easier with oil paint than acrylics. My mom can use watercolor to do impossible things, but that was not one of my genetic inheritance from her. I'm crap with watercolors. Well, the oil painting I'm working on.
Some of us are crap with painting, so shut
Right.
up.
I was going to say, that is not in my wheelhouse at all.
Let's see here. And Carl said, rave dance party. It's really warm in here, so the whole time I was fanning myself.
I was like, that's a different dance than I noticed you were actually just fanning yourself.
With the beat of the music, though, that was what was kind of making it fun.
I was like, my fan's all the way up there.
And Dan says, huzzah! And Donna said that I channeled Nick very well. I had to try. And Carl's worn out now because he had to do a singing number and then he had to do a dancing number. And Dan said, okay, I want to see someone re-edit Godzilla dancing to fit with Nick's theme. Ideal, great. He just gave ideas to a whole room full of people that like doing crazy stuff.
Dang it.
I am so hot that I have to show this. I don't think most people here have seen it. Actually, I think everybody, well, I don't know. This was my birthday present from Trey. Should I ambigonate this?
Yes, you should.
I love it. It's a kitty cat hat. Orange kitty cat hat. But it's very hot. It's a very warm hat.
Before you melt. I about melted today and it was overcast.
I love this hat. I wore it. I showed Ted's mom, and she's like, "Are you gonna wear that in public?" And I said, "Probably." She's like, "Not with me."
Not with me, you're not.
And then she laughed. She was being silly. So if you want a kitty cat hat, Trey's capable of doing them.
Trey's just really tired right now, so that's probably why he's being baby.
Houston and Dave was saying, Robo-cats.
Robocats. Roll out.
Lisa said, if people still haven't seen me dancing to Nick's ad because the camera is pointed at the table.
There's still a bounty out.
I'm trying.
We'll get there someday. Dave says, finger paints are his thing. LOL, cute for the hat. Carl goes, it's a Munsey cat girl.
No, damn it! I don't need to be thinking about Munsey cat girls.
Right?
Dave said it was 100 degrees in Texas today. Oof.
Oof.
I think I think it hit the 80s today here. I don't know though. It's 80. Yeah, it's 84 right now.
It was very humid in the low parts where we were.
Carl said, yikes. And Dave goes, a kitty cat sombrero.
Listen, I want a sombrero that's made out of tortilla chip, and in the brim is just guacamole. So I can just break off parts of my hat and dip it in guacamole and consume the hat. That would be a win.
Kitty says, Mommy, can I go? But I don't play Munsey. You can.
You said that too loud. Carl will get. That's what I was going to say. Carl will get you.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a feeling that Carl is really going to start pushing me to do another Munsey show, which I need to do. I just had some things I needed to take care of there for a bit, and I think I'm getting back on track again.
Because Carl is the Munsey pimp.
Yes,
Yeah, that is true.
He is the Munsey pimp.
The next show that he's on, that needs to be his little tagline under his name, just Munsey pimp.
His pimp hat is.
Oh, that thumbnail that Nick did. He's got to put a hat on him and put him in like a suit with long lapels.
Oh God, like the old school like pimp
Yeah,
outfit.
and have it, a purple suit with an orange shirt underneath.
the big feather hat thing and the cane.
Driving a Cadillac.
Yes.
Where's Nick when you need him?
Nick, we have ideas.
It says it's
Cane where the
84.
top of the cane is a phone with the Munzie screen up.
No, the top of the cane is his social Munzie.
There you
It
go.
says 84 in his office right now at nearly 9 p.m., but he's been shirtless since noon. And here, this is what I was using to fan myself. That's for Donna. Okay. Dave said Minions, guacamole, chip hat.
Yes, the guacamole chip hat. Exactly.
But Dave is catching up to Carl in points.
Ooh.
Muncie. And hashtag always be pimpin'.
There we go. Pimpin' ain't easy.
That's what these.
There you
Get
go.
out of my head, thesis.
and just for the record, this is why I was fanning Donna. She's the dang Dan. Carl goes, sees Dave in the rearview mirror, magnetizes everything in sight.
Nice.
You get a magnet. You get a magnet. You get a magnet. Well, we're quiet tonight, which is fine. It's fine because things are starting to get back on track. I don't want to get thrown into the deep end. So. But one thing I am doing fun, I can't drink, but I'm going to go do this. It's called a bookshop bar hop coming up here in a couple weeks. And basically we load up at 9 a.m. at a parking lot. Well, it's not just a parking lot. There's a coffee shop and stuff in there. And then we're going to go to a bookstore, and then we're going to go have lunch at a Mexican restaurant, and then go to another bar, and then go to another bookstore, and then go to another bar, and another bookstore, and another bar, and then back to the coffee shop.
That sounds like so much fun.
I know. I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe you can get some mocktails like we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So that comes up here in a couple weeks.
You left me to sit on my project.
Yes.
All right. That's fun. That's fun. I'll just hang out and talk.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Dan said if you have the right pimp suit, you could drive a Pinto and no one would notice.
We're not.
Somebody posted, I think, in the Secret Humor group where, what happens if you have a crappy car versus a nice car? As a
Maybe
man,
that was Carl. Maybe.
remember, if you have a nice car, you have your manhood is it's a compensation for manhood. If you have a crappy car, you don't care. You're that confident in what your manhood is. It was quite humorous.
His windshield must be cracked because of his huge tallywhacker, I think they said, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, every time I hear tallywhacker, I think of Porky's.
Oh, jeez.
We're not made for kids, but we also didn't say anything that was too naughty for kids.
Right.
And Dave said, drunk reading of Shakespeare in the Park by ladies. Well, since you guys is Shakespeare in the Park said no, you guys could do that this year.
Right. Well, they are putting on so Dunland Theater is putting on Misery.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the ladies that used to be on ABC 7 is in it. So it's a kind of a local celebrity.
Okay. Hi, Indigo. We think that was Indigo. That wasn't Rich, was it? Making that noise?
Wasn't me.
Okay.
Unless you heard.
I hope that was Indigo. Otherwise, somebody's stomach is upset.
Yeah. Try to see what you're working on there. Because your camera is just out of reach of where your fingers are. There they go. So
Yeah,
that's
trying to work on the tiny European foreign one. I switched to a dice bag that I'd started a little bit ago. Technically the same weave. It's European foreign one. It's just done in the round instead of in a sheet.
Okay. Awesome. Kitty said that Thesis needs to take a pic of his pip suit. White jacket and white slacks with black button down and red tie. Thesis?
Not happening, kitten. Sorry.
Thesis?
Sounds like
And,
the pantsuit is for private consumption.
Sounds like it. Donna is saying that does sound like fun, Dawn. It is. Or it does. I think it will be. I don't know anybody else that's doing that. I'm doing this completely solo. I was talking to the lady who's putting it on, though, and she's like, knowing you'll have friends by the end of the day.
Right.
Dave said, classic crappy cars are making a comeback. I like anything from the 70s.
Right.
And Dan said, "Grr, now I want a burrito and spinach quesadilla with onions, olives, cheese, and halibut." Okay, I don't speak right, so we're gonna do it the way. Now I want a burrito and spinach quesadilla with onions, olives, cheese, and jalapenos.
Nice.
Now, for people that know how to actually read it, I want a spinach and burrito and spinach quesadilla with onions, olives, cheese, and jalapenos. But jalapenos is more fun to say.
Honestly.
We we had a friend who went into Subway and ordered chipotle on his sandwich.
As a joke, or
No, he was dead serious. He thought that was how it was pronounced.
Oh dear.
you child.
It was kind of hilarious.
The poor sandwich person was like, "You want what?" He's like, "I want chipotle." They're like, "Oh, you mean Chipotle?" He's like, "Is that how it's pronounced?"
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
So he's
Alright.
probably only seen it like written out. But how old was this person?
Mid-20s ish.
Do you guys have Chipotle the restaurant out there?
Not in this area, but he wasn't from here. So, yeah.
Speaking of quesadillas, though, I do want to just touch on this. That prayers to Zachy from the launch pad. He had a loss in his family yesterday. So if you have any prayers, good vibes, or love that you can send to him, please do so. He's the one that coined the phrase taco mom, and so that's why he is the quesadilla kid. So love that kid, and any prayers or anything you guys can send to him would be great. So Donna said, "Well, damn, Thesis, about not showing you in your pimp costume, the suit." But I'm gonna skip it. Kitty goes, "Can she bribe you? She has ways."
Well, now we can talk, maybe.
Ooh. Carl said, "Now we're on food again." Sarah's like, "Oh, Indigo," because we could hear Indigo. And Sarah's hearts
Very
and smiles.
curious what I'm doing. He also wants to
Curious all the time.
Okay, sorry, I had a little interruption. Apparently, it's hot in the entire house, and we're going to test out the AC. Yes. Oh, thank God. Dave wants to know, a cat burrito or a burrito?
Burrito.
My cats will not burrito no matter how hard I try. And Ruby is saying losing a loved one is hard. Hugs to him. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We all know he's a good kid. I should call him a kid, even though he's the quesadilla kid, but he's my kiddo.
He's the quesadilla kid.
Yeah.
I've got children older than him, so
There you go.
actually I got a child his age too, so
I was gonna say, how old is he?
Late 20s?
Oh,
he
okay.
is the same age as Brittany, my middle child. Although his birthday is the same month and day as Crow's.
I was gonna say I don't know how old your child is, so
Brittany is 28.
okay.
My eldest, Zach, is 33. My middle child, Brittany, is 28. And Crow just turned 17 2 days after Christmas.
Okay.
Oh. Well, why don't we go ahead? I'm going to play an ad real quick. give us a little bit of time to stretch and get, if anybody wants to comment further, we're going to play. Go ahead and do the ad here for.
Don't forget to hydrate.
There it is. Yep, everybody hydrate while you are watching about the Madness Entertainment Group.
What?
Oh.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days.
That is awesome. And I know Sarah's with us tonight. She loves that music too. She loves the crawl and everything. So I'm going to play an ad of one of the people. This is kind of new, and it's for the Tuesday Morning Brew, which is on Madness Entertainment Group. And I'm going to show you, I received what I got from her Kickstarter. So I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to show you what she does.
Hi, I'm Lori Calcaterra from the Tuesday Morning Brew, and I have a hot take for you. My friends, I am tired of remix, reboot, recycle, sequel, prequel. Aren't you? Like, where is all the new stuff? I want to know what's new in comics, in movies, in novels, and music. But for that, my friend, you gotta go to indie. Here on the Tuesday Morning Brew, we like to go right to the source. I interview indie creators, writers, artists, musicians, novelists, actors, you name it. They're all on the show, and it helps us keep a pulse on what's new, what's poppin', and what people are passionate about. Join us on Roku every week and other platforms live on Tuesdays. And no matter if you're drinking coffee tea, or the tears of your readers, make sure you tune in to the Tuesday Morning Brew.
I received this in the mail from her last week. I've been following her now for quite a while.
Oh, that's awesome.
So everything but issue 1, which was it was an oops on my end that I don't have issue 1, but that was the large swag bag, the 5 issues, and the chicken dino nuggie, the chicken nugget, dino chicken nuggie.
Was that harder to say than you thought?
Yes. Did we not know that I have problems with words? But so yeah, if you can check her out, and then Worthy Chaos by Carissa Grant is another great one as well. So I just thought I'd give her a little push today too. So
That's awesome.
So here's something fun. So I've been keeping this set of dice on my desk here so that when I'm making dice bags, I can kind of judge, when I'm approaching the proper size and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Apparently, this set of dice was so cheaply made that the afternoon sun coming through my window started to fuse them together.
No.
what?
And there was a light bit of, actually there still is some glaze stuck in the bottom of this, so I don't know if it's the dice itself or if it was just whatever sealant was put on the dice.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, it's I'm like, I bring it out and it's just one clump. I'm like, what? That's not right.
Oh, nice.
And it's
When did they start
No.
making the 170-sided die?
the 3 is a little marred now. Yeah, it's a little discolored.
Oh,
Yeah, it
my
looks
god.
like it started to be looks like it was too close to a candle and got burned.
Oh, wow.
That's just from sunlight. That's just from sunlight. And a window. It's not like it's a like a
magnifying glass.
stained glass thing that's causing weird magnification or anything like that. That's just I'll give you guys a sneak peek at another
Ooh.
project that I am starting to work on.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Like
Very nice.
Eventually, this will be varied colors and 12 feet this way.
Holy cow.
I am going to attempt to make the 4th Doctor's scarf
That's awesome.
in chainmail.
It's going to be so heavy, but it's going to be awesome.
About 8 pounds.
I was going to say, if you use aluminum,
Again,
it wouldn't be that bad.
it is aluminum.
That's true. Yeah.
That could
But,
still
yeah,
be
so
a fairly effective weapon.
My comment about 23,000 rings, that's the project.
That's
23,000
so cool.
rings to rule them all.
And this was the test strip, so I can go, okay, this is what 1 inch worth of length is going to be at the proper width. This is how many rings is in this. So at 12 feet, this is how many rings it's going to have to be overall.
Oh my god.
Oh, dear Lord.
And there's actually a DoctorWhoScarf.com
Yep.
that has the actual measurements. Now there's patterns that actually have the number of rows to knit or crochet.
Mhm.
And then there's also this one that just has it in inches. It's this many inches of, this, that, or. So, yes. I was kicking around looking for stuff. I was actually looking for other suppliers, and I bookmarked this site a long time ago. I didn't remember whether they were someone who made things or whether they were a ring supplier. So I was poking through the pages and I saw a scarf and I'm like, huh. And I look and I thought it was just like, a normal length scarf. And then I saw the length and I'm like, and then I saw the color pattern and I'm like, they substituted 2 colors out, but so yes,
Wow.
I decided I must do that.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I need to find a place that can do tan rings. Otherwise, the rest of the colors are made in the shade.
You'll find them. I want to check on the fox while we were here. Wow. You guys have a lot more patience than I have. Oh,
Aw.
so cute. Looks like a few comments came in while we were doing ads and talking about one hell of a scarf. That's what I'm going to refer to it. Dan is saying
That'd be if there's a scarf in Black Butler.
Dan said, my second wife once pulled into an oil change shop and told the staff she wanted the oil change to WD-40. They filled her car with 40 weight oil instead, but didn't correct her dyslexia. They are kind.
Okay.
Oh, that
Okay.
sounds like something I would do. I have certain things that I can't say, and there's certain things I just choose not to say correctly. And
My mother refused to say chimichanga correctly.
how did she say it?
Chimuchiga.
I love that.
And she did it to spite me. Because she knows it made me twitch.
Mothers have a way of doing that to us, don't they? Dan said, "Be run to the living room." Wait, what is a dead room? LMS nowadays, LOL. I know. I cut out a lot of shows. I've been getting messages about me cutting out a lot of shows.
It's hard. I was gonna say, probably gonna go to bed right after this.
Carl said, I was down the hall afraid that I would not make it back before the ad ended, but fortunately someone in the house was singing to the ad, so I knew I had time.
Yep.
Melvin.
I sing along to all the ads.
I do too, but I'm pretty sure it was Calvin that was singing along
Right.
this time. And there goes Lori, the Pokemon watermelon gal. Yes, she dressed up as Pokemon and went with a sledgehammer to smash up a watermelon. And I gasped because thesis.
Yes.
Get a hold of Lori.
Okay.
There's no context to that.
No, there's no context to that. She actually
Grab
does
her.
martial arts. I just put that together right now because my brain doesn't think all the time. She would be, yeah, okay. All you need, Trey, you need to get a hold of Lori too.
Okay, so I just grab her. Okay.
Yeah, just tell Lori, hey, I know Dawn. No, no,
Just
but I
grab her, shake her, and be like, I know Dawn.
But thesis, I'm actually being serious for both of you. That you were looking for more females to have on your show, correct, thesis?
Yes.
Okay. Catch up with Lori because, like I said, she does martial arts, she does sword play, she does different weaponry. And I was like, Trey, you should talk to her because, she does all that too. So, okay.
Right.
Now that I'm pimping Lori out, and Lori, if you happen to be watching this, You might get some people messaging you. Pops, if you're watching this, you might want to give Lori a heads up.
Some strange people are just going to run up and grab you over the internet.
Dawn is my friend. Talk to me.
Right. She said we should be friends.
Yes. Kitty is hugging Ruby. Dave's like melted dice. Carl goes D100 die. There is a 100-sided die, technically. Marshmallow dice, put it in the freezer. That's why I was wondering if you like cooled it down in the fridge or something like that to crack it apart.
That's like a threat to the dice. Like, hey, if you don't behave, I'll put you in the window. Roll right.
Who needs water when you can just put them in the window and like, oh, we're melting.
Right. You're going to roll 20s? Thought.
Dave said, nice. And Carl goes, yes, very heavy. I have that scarf in yarn and it's heavy enough.
Yeah, I have it in yarn as well. I have the long like the end of the run version. And
Give me 1 second here.
Somewhere around here, I have a 12-foot scarf that my best friend's mom made. It's not the doctor's colors. It's white, green, black, and gray. But it was Doctor Who inspired. She made him one, me one, and another one of her friends one, where I think my best friend, who is the shortest of us all, his is the longest. Mine is the second longest, and then the other friend is the shortest, and his only comes in at 10 feet.
That's almost the exact same colors as the scarf that Foxy's mom made for me. I actually know where that one is. So,
and Dan is saying to Rich that you're making a chainmail Tom Baker scarf. My God, you're going to be famous worldwide.
Pretty much.
I wanted to say it with that much passion.
Too. It almost came out Dalek-y. That was pretty good.
Oh, great. I've been around Nick too much because he Daleks way too many things.
He does Dalek really well.
I know.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Carl said Rich is going to break his neck with that thing.
Imagine tossing it over your shoulder and catching someone with it.
I was going to say, no, you just got to do what I do and screw the neck on. Screw the, so it's all together. We can't break.
Ooh, ambigonate. Ambigonate.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on here. Hold on. I'm working on it. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, I like that stitch.
yeah, she made that for me, God, years ago.
Pretty.
Oh.
And Dave has said, great job. All took over 2,000 years. You have a few less to make your chain scarf. the Great Wall. Okay. The Great Wall all took over 2,000 years. Dan said, Carl, let's both bring our Tom scarf to Halicon. Nice, Foxy. And Carl goes, you have to remind me. Kitty goes, I'm guessing the fourth Doctor means something to you guys. Doctor Who. I admit
Doctor Who.
Don't watch it. So I don't exactly know what they're making, and I don't exactly understand it all. But the fact that he said an 8-foot scarf with all these colors just had me at that. Yeah. Huh? What'd you say?
12.
Oh, 12. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I was 4 feet short.
Well, didn't it start off at 8 and then it finished at 12?
It started at 12.
Oh, okay.
And then it got longer and shorter at various times as stunt scarves were brought in, and some of the scarves got destroyed. And I believe the scarf from one of the seasons was what was left of the original scarf and tacked onto a stunt scarf. And
well, they
handed
the costume designer or the costume maker like a bag of yarn and was like, "Oh, do something with this," and she thought she had to do something with all of it. So that's how the original scarf was made, and that's why it
And they
ended
just
up
ran
looking
with it.
like it did. And then
And it works so well.
yeah, I mean, it's iconic. But then, like, it kept getting caught on things, so they kept having to repair it. So it kept getting like patched and getting like different lengths.
Huh. And Dan said, "Oh, what music? Oh, reminds me. Did I not turn music back on?"
Oh, we are quiet.
No, I don't think you did.
Okay, guess what? There's some more music. We're gonna do Rescue at the Falls because apparently I need rescuing at the falls.
Rescue at the fails.
That me too. Carl saying Doctor Who. Dan goes, "Oh, I now remember the sheet music to Watermelon Girl. It's been a long time since high school marching band." Dave's laughing, and Dan goes, "Trey, you're included in the Tom Scarf meetup at Holocon."
Bring my scarf as well, if I remember it.
Carl said, "We might need a long, warm scarf out on the patio."
Right.
Make yourself a note in 7 months. Bring scarf.
Right. Just set a reminder.
No context, just bring scarf.
Bring scarf.
A short skirt and a long scarf.
Scarf. we can all share scarves, but they're long enough.
There you go. Oh, Dan's at 18 foot. Scarf.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Oofta.
they're lengthy.
And Midnight goes, "More females for Monk to interview?"
I'm working on it, man. All right, I have a small circle of people to choose from, and I've already kind of exhausted them, so I kind of have to expand outside of that circle now.
I'm trying to offer expansion ideas to that circle.
Expansion what? Achievement.
Dan said Tom used the long scarf in one show where he broke his collarbone filming a fight scene. Oof.
Oh, really?
I'm a Whovian. I remember these pointless details. The Sontaran experiment. See,
Yep.
I like know what they're talking about, but don't know what they're talking about. To put it simply.
So somebody was talking about for Supernatural, they're like, hey, you know, if they're concentrating on the tiny details, you don't have a good show. And they're like, no. They're concentrating on the small details because you have a good show. And they're like, Doctor Who, Supernatural, here we go. Because, like, people will watch it and they catch such minute details that you can't get away with, like, deviating from things because
they get so engrossed in it that it's just
they cut such ridiculous tiny details that you can't deviate from it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. The writers need to be on it.
The handful of episodes of Supernatural that I've actually seen have been pretty good.
I like the first couple of seasons the best.
Well, that's almost always true.
Once they got past the whole Angels and Demons arcs, it starts getting ridiculous. And you're like, guys, like, it's still good, but you're like, now we're getting to some crazy stuff. But I enjoyed it. It was a really good show. They, especially at the beginning, when they really stuck to the lore of things, and they really did their homework for a lot of the baddie of the episodes. So I'll definitely give them that.
The creature of the week.
Yeah, that's actually what I like best about the show. So,
Well,
can recommend.
I first started watching it because someone recommended it to me because I really enjoyed Charmed. And I'm like,
Okay,
well, if we got, you know, if you can compare the two of them, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Yeah.
And I mean the original, not the god-awful reboot. That was garbage.
Oh god, no, that doesn't exist. We don't play that.
Good.
I did stop watching Charmed though when they claimed like, oh, this is an ancient Wiccan symbol.
Ah,
And I was like, we're calling the 50s ancient now.
yes, we are.
Okay.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, I was like, that. Okay, I can't, guys. Come on.
Ancient. The 50s.
Yeah, the 50s are ancient, apparently.
Maybe the 1550s?
No, 1950s is when Wicca became a thing.
No, I know, I'm just saying, maybe the
Just-
1550s.
I was like, I twitched and I was like, I can't.
I stopped watching when they tried introducing brand new characters in the last season and expected you to give a shit.
We're wrapping up the plot. Don't keep adding. Wrap it up.
But new sisters, I don't care. I
Nope.
don't
Wrap 'em up.
care.
Kitty said that she used a weight tied to a scarf when she first started rope training.
Yes, she did, and it didn't end very well when she ended up punching a hole through her wall with the weight.
Oh no! I thought she was going to end up doing an Ewok thing.
No, but almost.
Carl goes, okay, now I feel like a sad geek. And Dan goes, Carl knows the episode title. Oh, Carl wants to say in his defense, I saw a program about when he got the injury. Sure, Carl. You're still a dork. Or I mean, geek. Geek, dork, nerd, whatever. You're one of us. All the above. Dan goes, only as deviants deviate. And Dan goes, the only supernatural episode I've watched was the crossover with Scooby-Doo.
If you want to laugh so hard you cry, after you watch a good handful of episodes, so you like kind of know their characters and everything, watch the musical episode where they go to an all-girls school and the girls are putting on like a musical play about them.
Okay.
I laughed so hard I cried.
Musical episodes of just about any TV show are hilarious.
Oh my god, the phrase
What?
"a single man tear" comes from that.
The one thing that's still to this day, and it's been 20 plus years ago, that makes me laugh is the puppet episode of Angel.
Oh my god, yes.
You're a wee little puppet man!
Yeah, the music numbers of Buffy and Lucifer, though. Those two shows, those musical episodes, the best.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, baby. Yeah.
Dan said the 50s is ancient. Okay, I guess I am ancient. Ask Nick. He can explain it.
Right.
Dan, throw your link for Bandcamp for old Dan, please.
Right.
Old god of
You know I will.
SBK says, hashtag always promote.
Glad you said it. And Sarah Wicca came back in the 50s, but yeah, out of the silence due to oppression.
No. So Wicca came out from the 50s. Like, the Gardnerians came out in the 50s as an amalgamation from different religions. Paganism was around long before that. But yeah, Wicca became a thing in the 50s.
Now, Buckland wants you to think that gets much older, but
yeah, Buckland, and yeah, but yeah, the 50s is when Wicca started. Paganism, long before that.
You didn't see that coming, did you? I saw Trey's face.
I heard the music and I was like, oh wait, yeah, I guess we did learn something.
we learning today.
I know.
We're
staying on their
learning. Oh, why are you over there?
You guys are failing today. We're still on the rails. I think it's because I'm really warm. It's very warm in here, so I'm just like,
oh, it's very cold in my house for me. So
let's see, Carlos. Oh, did I say out of the science of oppression? God, anything with multiple syllables is really bad with me today. Carl said, if you haven't seen any of the Hillywood parodies on YouTube, treat yourself later.
Oh my God, yes.
Dan said, once more with feeling. And Sarah said, Wicca. It's got to be a form of Wicca. But
it means wise one.
Yeah. And there it is.
There it is.
If you want to hear about ancient Dan, go to that link and listen to the old Dan about the old god of Appalachia. Sarah said Gerald Gardner, yes. Carl goes, Hillywood does musical parodies of Doctor Who, Supernatural, and many other genres. I can say the word genre. Sarah says Raymond Buckland.
Yep.
Dan says Dawn is hot, not an editorial comment. It's warm in here. And Sarah said, Wicca incorporates the old religions into its teachings, but Gerald Gardner is basically how Freud is to psychology, wincing at being the father of it. For both. Donna said, yeah, if you want to hear a lot of heartfelt moans, just mention Buckland to any of my pagan friends.
Okay.
Heartfelt moans.
Okay. I'm going to say something that is going to make many a Wiccan wince and possibly many a pagan. The book To Ride a Silver Broomstick by, I believe, Silver Ravenwolf. Oh, it's going to mean a lot to the people that it means a lot to. It's okay if you don't know what it is, Dawn. It's probably for the best.
No, I was trying to figure out what Rich was doing too.
Oh, okay.
I think he's eating dinner. Or a
No.
snack.
Since I'd already shown my sour balls.
Dick's sour balls. Okay.
No comment.
Right.
That's not even a green room thing. That's just a normal thing for this group. Sour balls and dicks. That's normal for this group.
Just wanted to start singing chocolate salty balls for a moment, but I'm not going to do that on stream, so yeah.
Sweaty balls. Sarah said Wicca was the word before it changed to Wicca. Okay. And Donna goes, and yeah, I've been known to mention the name just to get them going.
And this is why Donna is a philosopher. Because I have known many, many groups of philosophers that will get together and say things just to set the other people off, just so they can have a discussion instead of sitting in silence. So, yeah.
Yep.
Green room. No, I was going to say that is a green room thing we've done.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Thesis, you almost became a Wiccan years ago?
I really did. So, okay. Minor story time. I'm not going to take up a lot of time with this, but I was forced at the age of 13 to become a Mormon, and yes, it was forced. I went through all the bullshit home teachings, and if there are any Mormons watching, I'm sorry, but it's bullshit. Went to church for a month or two, decided that I didn't really need to hear some arrogant asshole tell me that I was damned unless he helped me go to heaven. So I started researching other religions to find out what I did believe. And Mormonism cannot exist because the last passage of the Bible negates the existence of the Book of Mormon. Sorry, but it does. So I started researching outside of the main Abrahamic religions, and it came down to either Wicca or Buddhism. And Buddhism had a slight edge over Wicca, so That's the way I went.
Okay. And here's the thing, because there are so many religions out there, and I come out, I'm agnostic, but I don't.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I don't think so. With me, for any religion, I'm like, you believe what you want to believe. I believe there's something more out there. I don't know what, and I'm not going to put anybody down for believing what they want, as long as they're not assholes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the problem. I live in Utah. Most of the Mormons I know are assholes.
Fair enough.
Rich, are you okay with your Star balls? Are you trying to say something, or are you just making those faces because of the balls?
No, I was laughing because of the. I live in Utah. You know, they're all assholes.
Okay.
It's the truth. I'm sorry. My home teachers were the biggest dicks I've ever met.
Sarah said
Hey.
that he loves the fact that the Mormons use the pentagram, the inverted pentacle. She also is going on to say Silver Raven Wolf, yes, she is more geared to the 101 level. Dan was once Buddhist, but then Nick declared me to be an old god of Appalachia.
Yeah, why not both? Yeah, exactly. Why not both?
Right.
Sarah goes, with the way things are now, I wouldn't be surprised if there was another witch hunt out of not knowing anything about it. Pagan is the term for country dweller, so many uneducated people then. I love using the quote, I'd rather be spiritual fruit than a religious nut, where I am right now.
That is beautiful, Sarah.
Oh. That
I'm
one is
using that. That's beautiful.
Carl's saying that Foxy's almost finished, so I wanted to bring her up here to see how her little Foxy's doing.
I think it looks really, really good.
Sarah goes, as long as no one is getting harmed, coexist, but they won't here. Back to the shadows I go. I get it. Say in the chat. Well, I think we're all kind of nutty in some way, shape, or form in this chat. So cute.
Well, speaking of nutty, I noticed something new on the drive-in. I
No.
don't know how long it's been there, because I had to go into the office yesterday, and apparently, next to like a couple doors down from Columbia Art School in Chicago is a Temple of Scientology.
No. Since when?
I almost ran into the car in front of me. I don't know.
Ew.
I'm like that seems kind of new. I don't remember that. It's not a new way. I'm coming into the office.
And again, that comes down to the whole, if you want to do Scientology, go for it. Just don't think that I'm a bad person, because I don't. And if you don't, I don't. And if you do, hell with you. Dan said, yes, I'm secretly an avatar of Odin, but I'm more of a Buddhist Odin. Be excellent to each other. So always be kind, but never be dismissive. We are all stardust in the end.
Well, if you're telling people, you're not exactly secretive, now are you?
But the thing is, they don't believe him, so it's still a secret.
Oh, all right. Is that how it goes?
See?
All right, cool.
That's how it works.
Well, in today's age, when you announce something, people ignore you. When you keep it silent, that's when people are like, "What you doing? What you doing?"
Yeah, they dig it up.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And Donna said, that's adorable, Foxy. Yes, it is. And Sarah said, totally use that quote. Yes.
Amen.
Somebody needs to actually write that quote down and put it on a little meme thingamabopper. And if you could know who said the original quote, me, yeah. Mm-hmm. I need
Like one of those inspirational poster things that they used to have in the 90s.
The hanging cat.
Yep. Or like the sunset with the cliff and the shadow guy like standing there inspirationally.
Looking contemplative.
Yes.
I love the demotivational posters.
Those are the best.
Kitty was saying Foxy is painting a self-portrait over there, and it's looking really good. Oh,
it's so pretty.
Oh,
It's so cute.
Oh, what did you paint, Thesis?
There's not any room on the table for my brushes right now, man. She's got the whole table taken up. That and the camera.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Dan says Nick knows old gods. Well, that's because Nick is a cryptid. Yes, I said it.
And it's not here to refute it.
Right, exactly. Oh, Carrie's joining us. Carrie wants to hear about the guy who got crowned monarch of Punland. He can now call himself the Joe King.
Carrie. Oh. Carrie. I'm walking home.
I
It's been a while. I hope you're doing well, Carrie.
Aw. Hey, Carrie from Donna Carlin. Dan. And Carl goes, now Carrie goes sit Sarah in the corner. Nobody sent Sarah to the corner.
When did we send Sarah to the corner?
Sarah sent herself to the corner.
I was going to say, we just got a great quote from Sarah. What the
I just put her on a pedestal for that quote.
We were just talking about making it into a poster.
Right? Dan is like, ouch, Jerry. Yeah, uh-huh. Oh.
That's me in the corner.
Get out of my head, Rich.
Get out of my head. Okay, sorry. Now I got songs in my head again.
You.
Oh. Well, we are at 8:37, so we've been going for about an hour and a half.
Yep.
I don't know. Is everybody kind of in their wind down period? Trey's like, oh, I don't know. I've been winding up, winding out. It depends which cat's sitting on my lap.
Trey's been ready for bed 5 o'clock this morning.
I'll say you have a long day again tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I do believe if everybody is cool with calling it for the night.
That's all right with me. I'm just
If
gonna-
not, somebody else can take over reading comments.
They're not. They can keep it going, and the rest of us will pop out at our leisure.
Yeah, I can do that. Carl, there was a couple that did come in. Carl goes, one of you needs to make that poster and put it in the humor group. Exactly, Carl. That's what I was trying to say, except for I couldn't put the words together because my brain was going faster than my mouth. Oh, God. Thesis is already on it. What?
Thesis is already on it.
Yep, I'm working on the poster
You're
now.
awesome, Thesis.
I'm putting my mediocre Photoshop skills to use, though.
That just makes it even better.
Nobody puts baby or Sarah in a corner. Wait, where's my sword? Wait, which sword?
All of them.
Three of them sitting right next to me, Dan. Which one you want?
Right. I have a machete right here.
Sarah was going to say, yeah, I was going to say I like the corner, so okay, fine. You can sit in the corner if you want, but just remember, you put yourself there. We didn't put you there. We put you on a pedestal.
You can voluntarily go there, but nobody forces you there.
Yeah.
We don't shame around here. We might question.
Dan said that he has 2 walls of swords, but the one Thesis handed him feels nice and that it's weighted nicely.
Like I said, I got 3 of them within arm's reach. Which one you want? They're all nice.
I don't have any swords next to me.
Got the throwing knife.
Oh, window is open a little bit. Oh, it's gone down to 82 degrees outside now.
Oh, shut up.
Here.
What?
What are we at now?
Kind of chilly today.
Yeah. It was 80. It was in the low 80s 2 days ago, and now it's in the 40s.
That sounds like what our weather was like for months.
Show off. Bragging about the nice weather out there.
Carl said, funny, everyone was upset about Sarah going to the corner, but nobody cared that Kiri got sent there. Ha ha. Dan says, I have 30, but I like them all. And Kiri goes, if it's what you go for, go for it. Kiri got sent to the corner because of the Joe King pun comment.
With the pun. It was the pun.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to make Carrie stay there forever, but, you know.
At least go say hi to Sarah. Dang.
Sarah goes, yep, I go where I want, even a corner in a circular room. Just be nice, or I lick the spine of those who aren't.
What if we're into that?
There might be some people into that, so.
I was going to say.
I don't Sarah's got some magical qualities about her.
Like,
I'm Sarah going,
I might be into that. Like,
yeah, I'm like going, if you can lick my spine and make it better with your magical qualities, I will definitely give it a go.
we'll pause and think. Like,
She says, COVID fog, head is in a weirder spot than usual. Have you met me? Mine never leaves the weird spot.
Right.
It might look like it's on the edge of it, but it never actually leaves.
wave.
Oh, whoop, whoop. Dean said it's like they're sitting next to Sarah. What part of that is punishment?
Right?
Right. And Carl goes, we have the cats flopped over on their sides all down the hall.
Oh,
Oh, that's adorable.
like they ran out of batteries.
I admit, whenever one of them is laying in the sunstream, I'm like, oh, look, it's a baked Cheeto. One of ours. I mean, come on, they are orange cats.
Right? Yeah.
So when you pick them up or touch them, they're really warm. I'm like, look at you're a baked Cheeto.
So, Smart Food popcorn
Yeah.
has a Cheeto flavored cheese popcorn
That sounds amazing.
with it with the actual Chester Cheetah Cheeto logo, all that on it. Yes,
Does it leave the dust on your fingertips?
yes, that's
Perfect.
actually three.
That's how you know it's real.
It's the reason I actually had chopsticks.
Great minds. I do the same thing.
Eating the cheese popcorn with the chopsticks to avoid getting any of that cheese dust near the freshly injected eyeballs.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ooh.
That would be what we consider a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Curie wants to know if you will lick their spine if they're nice, and just ask first. Okay. You guys had to go there at least once where you just had to push me just enough to go.
There it is. So I told my boss that we still made this joke, and he started cracking up so hard. I was like, no, you don't understand. We made like a picture out of it and told him what like the looks like somebody did a sweet drizzle, and he just started laughing so hard. I thought we were gonna have to pick him up.
So he hasn't actually seen it though.
No, because like he knew about it when Joe worked at IndieCD's, which was several years ago now, and thought it just died. Like the joke died, and now knows it still exists.
He brought it back to life.
Oh yeah, I was like, no, the joke never died. It just went elsewhere. It's just with a different friend group now.
It was just hibernating and now migrated.
Yeah, pretty much.
You admit though you weren't expecting me to bring that one up.
No, I was waiting for a green room.
You were waiting for that.
There it is. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Oh, Secret said probably because it's so hot on the second floor. I wonder what they don't go downstairs because they want to be with their mom and dad. Sarah said, "LOL, glad to help for the assist. We love you, Sarah." Carl said it might be trying to turn on the AC, and Sarah, oh. And then Carl said it will snow tomorrow, Illinois weather. Midnight says chopsticks were great for eating messy foods, crisps included. Okay, I do have problems with that word. I will admit
They're
it.
called chips, Midnight. Damn it.
Technically, but he didn't know that's a word I can't. Crisps. Now you guys are gonna make me say that word. Dan said he petted one of their orange cats a lot today. He seemed to be in possession of the single shared breed cell all orange cats share.
Oh.
Yeah, well, ours didn't have it. They got their toys today in the mail. They get 2 toys once a month, and they had catnip in them, so they were nipped out most of the day. Sarah said, "Oh, right, oh Dark Pope, we need to get the page going sometime. I need a doggo to love on." And Sarah said, "Extra lovins to Inigo."
He's passed out behind me at the moment, but he'll get some later.
Okay. Sarah said, "Take a shower first, or it's too salty."
Yeah.
And cutest thing ever, Kiri. Okay, Witzman dude gave the okay. It's 85 in the house, AC on. I don't know what it is in this house, but it's Midnight rocks. Yes, Midnight is a really cool guy. I'm glad he bumped into us. Thank you, Thesis, for introducing him to all of us and vice versa.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear, says Carl. Oh, wait. Donna said, "No wonder I'm rocking the wet t-shirt look." Fixer didn't happen. Thank you, dear, says Carl. Dan goes, "Junior, the orange cat, is no longer the alpha male of the herd cats, but he thinks he is. So Billy No Mates has agreed to refrain from challenging Junior for pack leader status." It's amazing how these things go.
The boys have settled on their family roles in the house. So the fights are there's minimal fighting. There's really no actual fights in the house. That's nice.
Okay, so I'm getting a phone call right now. And I'm deciding if I want to pick it up or not. Oh, it's over now.
Okay.
It was
didn't
from my
want to talk
dad.
to him anyway.
It was from my dad. So I was like, oh,
You could have talked to him. We would have all said hi.
Right? DR, the
kept
audio
trying to
version.
smack Bella in the butt when I was letting the dog out this morning.
What happened?
Every time Bella tried to walk past Barry this morning, he would reach out and just try to smack her on the ass.
Saying hi.
Can you feel the love?
There you go.
Yes, perfect. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Please put that to the secret humor group so I can just like print that out and hang it up.
yes.
That is one of my sunset pictures.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
Trade issues.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Who are we calling?
Hey, I'm just getting checked in here.
Oh, well, okay. I was going to say, by the way, DR, you're on the air.
Okay, hi all. I'm just.
You're on the air.
Oh, guess what? Hi all.
Hi, Dale.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late.
It's okay. I was going to shut the show down a little bit ago, and Trey's like, yeah, I'll keep it going. Apparently she knew something I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
So I'm getting back feed from you, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll get you on the chat, okay?
Oh, no, I'm on her now.
I know. I see that.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
That's so cute, Foxy.
Very fond of you.
Okay, there is some. Okay, and he's listening now, but for some reason, I always say I love you to my parents as I'm hanging up the phone. It doesn't matter if I'm in the chat with them right now. It's just automatic.
Yeah, I did the same
The
thing.
last thing that your loved ones should hear you say, whether it is hanging up, leaving, the house to go to the store, going across the nation, going out of the room just to go to the bathroom, whatever should be, I love you, because you never know when it's the last thing they're going to hear you say.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
We love you too, DR.
so that was when I was like, there's a call coming in and it's my dad. So he was like, oh, because I'm like, I didn't pick up right away. Carl say, nice thesis, because that was awesome. Dan said, Billy's nearly 17 years younger than Junior. Oh. Hey, Dad, hi. Sarah said, sweet brother. He goes, how's Dale? There's been some nasty weather up here. Be sure to attribute the photo quote thesis. Yep. Attribute.
So cute, Foxy.
That is so cute, Foxy. Foxy made a Foxy.
I had to go back and put the lines back in because they kind of disappeared under the paint.
Oh.
That happens. Sarah said, on with the red and black, best combo color ever. Yes, for your
Damn right.
person. Dan is saying hi to Mom and Dad. Carl said, welcome to Weird Radio.
Right?
Thesis was, haven't found attribution to the quote, but the pic is all mine. Sarah said, hi, Dawn's Dad. And Dad goes, I do love you all. And Sarah goes, oh my God, we can't end the show now. I'm perking up a little. And Sarah goes, we love you too, Daddy-O. And greetings to my dad from Dan. And very nice, Foxy. Sarah said, every time I come back upstairs, I always say I love you because you never know. Yep.
Yeah, every time Joe goes downstairs, like every time Joe and I go to a different level of the house, we say I love you. Every time one of us leaves, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that,
If I'm coming in from the garage and, like tonight I was out there for a bit and we came in, I'm like, love you, it's just.
Yeah, I mean, like the first and last thing we say to each other when we see each other.
Mm-hmm. And Sarah needs to get back into the Finch app. She's lost everything. Oh, no, I logged in today and I haven't lost everything, but I'm going to basically overhaul it.
I was gonna say, if you like refresh it, it comes back. Because I hadn't been in there for like a year, and it brought my stuff back.
I'm gonna go through though, because I was looking at some of my. I think I was getting into too many goals.
Yeah,
and not actually just because I was like, oh, I need to get the clothes, I need to get the. I was not doing it for. So.
Yeah, it wasn't self-care, it was stressing you out.
Yeah, like Nick was saying, it became a stressor instead of self-care.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go overhaul my goals. So
yeah.
And I did send you the sweet drizzle.
I saw it. Thank you.
Now you can send that to the boss. Be like, yeah, this is what was me.
Like, this is the thing now. This is what
and
our
like, then they made a puzzle out of it, and she
yeah.
refused.
Oh yeah. And then his eyes were the wrong color, and it creeped me out for days.
Let's see. Dad goes, I know politics are not allowed here. I am very involved, especially with our forest fires in North Minnesota. We have relatives about 20 miles from them.
Oh,
well, I hope they are safe. Is that Mike and Pam? I'll find out. Oofda. Hello. Yeah, the Finch app, I was good, and then I started becoming obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, back off. And Carl said, we hope they all stay safe. And Dan goes, I always tell Lindsay I love her because you never know which day might be her last, and do not want to cross the bridge without her knowing I'm still enchanted by her. Aww. Right. And Thesis said, if you need codes again, Sarah, just let us know.
Yeah, we'll all send codes again.
Shit. People still give me and Foxy crap for how often we say it.
Really?
They're always like, isn't the honeymoon phase over for you guys? You've been together for like 25 years. I'm like, hell no, it's not.
I worry for couples that don't say, do they not love each other anymore? What is wrong with them? Are they okay?
My brother is on his second marriage. My sister is on her second marriage, and they constantly argue and fight with each other. They can't stand each other.
Sad.
And then they'll see the two of us cuddled up on the couch and give us dirty looks. And I'm like, dude, if you don't like your wife, you don't like your husband, then leave.
Like,
stop shitting on everyone else's happiness.
Right? Like, you're supposed to love your significant other.
You're supposed to, yeah.
Like, how can you not even tolerate them? That is an issue.
How can you just constantly fight about the stupidest stuff?
Right?
It doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it. And mine and Joe's jobs are they're dangerous. You know, we could get hit by a car at any minute. Like this morning, there was a semi in the median where we could have been working today.
Oof.
So yeah, and we're like, you know, and we were talking about our team was talking about it in the car ride. So, you know, I always tell Joe when he leaves, I'm like, love you, be safe. That's just what I say to him as he leaves because I love him and I want him to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like, I can't imagine not telling him I love him when he leaves to go to work. But
and we'll just randomly throughout the day just look at each other and be
yeah.
like, love you.
Yeah, we'll be sitting in the same room playing on our phones, and you'll just hear like a kiss noise, and know it's from, you know, I'll know it's from Joe, and I'll just air kiss him back. Like that's just what we do throughout the day.
Lately, our favorite thing is just to roar at each other because of that meme that says "roar" means "I love you" in dinosaurs. So we'll just be walking past each other and go "roar."
Yeah,
but there's nothing wrong with having those other little thingies like that too. That mean I love you.
Yeah, because I have a friend who can't say that word, like physically can't say it. It makes him ill because of some abuse that he suffered from his parents. He cannot say "I love you." Mm-hmm. So I told him, like, find other ways to say it. You don't have to say the word. You can feel it without using that word. And he's like, well, what else do I say? And I'm like, I don't care. Say rock.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I love you. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, in the Midwest, it's watch out for deer. Text me when you get home. You know, did you eat today?
Where did you leave your sandwich today?
Exactly. Like,
sorry,
did you drink water? Did you remember to take your meds? Like those are all different ways of saying I love you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, hydrate. You know.
Yeah. Or Dawn, we're gonna take paracord to you. Like, that's a way of us saying we love you, though.
Good
you know?
morning. Midnight. I don't know if you've been around long enough. Dawn likes to overexert herself to the point where she can't move for like weeks afterwards.
And apparently I turned gray also.
So
there have been times she's turned gray.
She has been threatened to be tied to a chair with paracord. And so now, thanks to me and Richie over there, dawning is the act of tying someone to a chair before they overexert themselves. It is part of the lexicon of IndieCD now. So yeah.
Yep, it's a verb.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. So if you ever need to use that, just you know.
I forgot. I helped with that.
Yep.
Yes, you did.
Rich, you help with a lot of stuff.
I will forever remind you of that because, again, you know, love languages. So
yeah, exactly. Let's hear it. Carl said it's starting to cool down a bit, so it's just time to go to bed soon. Just in time to go to bed soon, of course. Sarah said, yes, Blade. Then you have two neighbors of me. It's fine. I'll take a double Sarah. I will take a double Sarah.
Right? It's a Sarah.
Yes. Dan said, no, love is forever. Life is temporary. Know the difference.
Exactly.
Yes.
And Dad said, Cheryl in Virginia and her mom in Hibbing. Dawn, Arnie's wife and daughter. Okay.
And know the difference between family and relatives.
Yes.
Family is the people that you choose that actually want to lift you up and want you around. Blood does not make family. Damn it.
Yeah. That's why you guys are my family.
The family.
Relatives are the people that you're stuck with.
Or others. Donna said, yeah, my sister-in-law, known as the Bloomington bitch, I love saying that, was jealous of Carl and me. F her.
Right?
It doesn't sound like I want to.
No.
Okay, well, true.
Fair enough.
Sarah said I wasn't on it for quite a while and returned and thinking starting new just happened because I logged in with a different account. No idea what the other account was. Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we can send you codes. It's all good.
Sarah said that, yep, man, brother, so true. I raise my hand when it comes to class for not being a target of the toxic ones, major magnet for that kind of cycle, but never used a dating app and Facebook dating? No.
Yeah, I've heard bad reviews about doing that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's weird because Ted and I met over the internet, but it was not a dating site. It was back in 2000 when that was all dial-up and everybody on the internet was going to kill you.
So did me and Foxy, but it was because she was dating my friend, and she was going to come down here and meet his family while he was off, quote-unquote, fighting a war in Iraq, and he told me to take good care of her. And yes, I did.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. But it was meant to be. You guys are still together 20 plus years later.
24, 25, something. I don't know.
Something like that.
Dad goes, I may not air kiss you, but I will let you know I care. I may get punched in the face. He will get the Viv look with the fist.
Well, you know, punching in the face can be a love language too, I guess. However you want to express yourself.
I'm not saying, never mind. Sarah's laughing at Dan. Dan said, G, yeah, is a southern word, redneck G.
Yep.
And Midnight is with us yet. He says, dawning. I like that.
Yep.
There's ack. And Dad goes, love can be an overused word by some, and the word is made for actual caring.
Yeah.
That's true too. And Sarah said, yep, about the family, tired of oppressed energy, unable to be myself 100%.
Well, Sarah, you have lots and lots of family now, so don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's like last night with Mr. Zaki when he was like, I need an emergency green room. Mm-hmm. I knew Ted was tired and Trey was tired, but we're like, we need to hop in there. And we knew it was not going to be a lot of people joining in because of the time, but we were there for them. And so that's what we're here for. IndieCD is not just a website, and I've said that.
Oh yeah, no,
absolutely.
It's a community of. It's even beyond a community. So let's see here. Sarah said all the guys around here equals hell to the no. So allergic to it. -1, half my age. There is nothing wrong with that, Sarah.
Get on with your
as long as
yourself.
everybody's consenting adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl said the AC has revived the cats. Charcoal says hi. Hi, Charcoal.
Well, I don't know about you folks, but I am ready for bed, and I still have to plug in the equipment for tomorrow. So,
will you be safe tomorrow? Make sure you don't use Old Spice.
Right now, no, I used Joe's stuff, which is cedar woods, so I should be good.
So you use Joe's wood. All right.
Uh-huh.
So you start carrying a can of the aerosol Old Spice, and whoever's being a douche on the job, you just dose them.
Right.
Kick mace.
I don't know, but the other team didn't laugh at my joke, so maybe I'll just Old Spice bomb them as we drive by.
There you go. We won't tell. Dan said that he met Lindsay in a serial killer website chat group. 10 years later, got married. We're still together after 20 years of married life. Still the sexiest woman who will let me sleep alongside with her when the dog lets you.
Right.
And Kimber says, it's okay, Dad. You can sleep next to Mom.
Fine. Tonight.
I met Misty because of Dungeons and Dragons.
See? And you were playing, or you had to have your mom decipher that she
So, my best friend brought me into a gaming group. We brought another one of our friends who is now passed, who was a paramedic, to the gaming group. He brought his partner from the rigs to the gaming group, who brought his wife, who brought her sister. The sister is now my wife.
6 degrees of Captain Bacon over here.
I thought Dusty, my sister-in-law, hated me at first because she only ever saw me when I was in character. She and Mike weren't around too much beforehand to see me as me, nor afterwards to see me turn back into me. So she just saw me as the asshole rogue character that I was. She was playing a bard, so I kept trying to sell her. Eventually, the PM gave me a half level in pimp. Because, you know, we'd always made the joke about bards being the prostitutes. So when my ex-psychopath, I'm like, you know what? I need to clear my head. You know, the job I was at the time had an office open in Debrecen, Hungary. And they were looking for people to go over there and train people. I'm like, I'll go. So I put my head in the ring for it, and then I sent down an email to the gaming group saying, hey. And then Misty sent me a reply to that, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, huh. I print it out, I take it to my mom. Mom, I need you to decipher a hot chick to dumbass for me.
Yeah.
Does this say what I think it says? And then she's like, I think she likes you. So then I went to take it to another couple of ladies that I used to work with at another job, who I also used to call mom. Because my mom, I'm the baby. So my mom, sometimes I'm like, is she just saying that because she's my mom and she thinks that, you know, I am that and a bag of chips, even when I know that the bag of chips is stale. So I took it to them, and they're like, yeah, she's sweet on you. And shortly thereafter, we started dating, and 1 year and 24 days, 1 year and 24 days after we met, we were married.
Yeah, sometimes you need someone to decipher exactly what the hell's going on. You have, you know, people who kissed who first.
But that goes even beyond the relationship part. Sometimes you see something, you're like, did I read this right? Thank God we have each other on this too, because there's been times where I'm like, did I read this right? Thank God Trey's been like, yes, you did.
She had to kiss me.
That person was being very catty.
She had to kiss me because I was completely oblivious to every single signal she was throwing at me.
Dang.
I'm just like, okay.
Well, I'm glad you popped in at the end, Dad. I'm glad you stopped in at the show, but I'm trying to figure out why you called me first. I'll call you after the show, and after Ted goes to bed, I'm sure you'll be awake yet. What do you guys think? Go ahead and call it for the night?
Yeah, it's been over 2 hours.
I'm gonna fall asleep in this chair. So,
So,
that could be fun to watch too. We could just watch you sleep. It's not creepy or anything.
The cat will probably join me, and then I'll fall out of it at some point, and I'll point and laugh, and
we can record it and post it to YouTube.
Right, and then we'll get monetized.
You can totally Dan, fall asleep while streaming.
Yeah, we'll monetize. It'll be fine.
Why isn't it letting me?
Because you're not asking nicely.
Well, I'm trying to.
Because you are asking nicely.
Start cussing
It wants to be told.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it.
I don't know. Okay, anyways. Okay, and Donna's calling in tonight as well. So, did you want to play the outro, Trey, or am I doing it?
I can do it. All right, we're gonna leave. So, good night, all. We're gonna play the outro.
Good night, everyone.
Bye. Hit the right buttons. Night, all.
Hasta la night.
Oh, where's my outro video? It's not there.
I know, neither was the intro, which was why it was kind of an audio.
Okay.
Joey, what'd you do? No.
Okay. There we go. Bye-bye.
Bye.